Good afternoon, ma'am. In previous class, we have seen two hybridization models, SP and SP2. Okay, same diagrams yesterday in previous class also I have shown for you. AB2 model. Coming to this one, AB3, AB2, E1. Okay, then if you get AB2, E1, immediately we have to understand that the shape is bent or inverted V shape. Number of lone pairs 1, bond pairs 2, and structure is SO2. Sorry, example is SO2. Structure inverted or V shape. Okay, I hope you are clear. Now we will start with sp3 hybridization. Under that, how many models we can cover? Let us see that one. Okay, ma'am. Now let us see third one. On the third one, sp3 hybridization. First model AB4. Lone pairs 0, bond pairs 4, shape tetrahedral. Bond angle 109 degrees, 28 minutes. Okay, example CH4, NH4 plus, etc. Now, this one so many times we have seen. sp3 hybridization, AB4 model, 0 lone pairs, all are bond pairs, CH4. That's why again I am not explaining, ma. Even with the help of balloons also I have shown for you. Okay. Even with the help of balloons also I have shown for you. And what is the bond angle also? 109 degrees, 28 minutes. Everything it was clear only. Again no need to go through. Okay. Next model. That is AB3E1. Meaning 3 bond pairs, 1 lone pair. So 1 lone pair, 3 bond pairs. 1 plus 3 totally 4. Shape pyramidal or trigonal pyramidal. Okay, this is central atom like this. Here lone pair is there. 107 degrees. This one also we have seen. Example NH3 ma with 1 lone pair. 3 bond pairs, 1 lone pair, totally 4. This one also will undergo sp3 hybridization only. This one also will undergo sp3, but the difference you have to understand carefully. By removing that lone pair, if you consider only those 3, you will get pyramidal shape. So that name is trigonal pyramidal. Bond angle 107 degrees. Okay, example NH3. I hope you are clear because these 3 only particularly I explained while I was explaining the VSEPR theory. These 3 only I took CH4, NH3 and H2O. Next I am going to take that one only. AB to E2. Central atom 1 only. B to E2 means lone pairs 2, bond pairs 2. Shape inverted or inverted V shape or bent shape. Inverted V shape or bent shape. Bond angle 104 degrees. Okay, central atom this one. Like this we will show with 2 lone pairs. Like this. Example H2O. Oxygen has 2 lone pairs. All of them will undergo sp3 hybridization only. This is serial number 3. Is it okay, man? All of you? The structures also, everything it might be clear for you. Okay. Next we will go for sp3 dehybridization. Next we will go for sp3 dehybridization. Okay, I am going to rub this one. One thing I would like to say, that is alignment tetrahedral. If a molecule undergoes sp3 hybridization, 4 orbitals are formed. Those 4 orbitals, whether they contain lone pairs or whatever it is, okay, they are aligned in which shape? Tetrahedral. Lone pairs and bond pairs. See, include this lone pair also. It is tetrahedral only. Instead of this bond pair, we have lone pair. Now here also, if you want to draw correctly, we can draw, no problem. Okay, see. This inverted or bend shape, na? This is lone pair, this is central atom, this is also lone pair, and these two are bond pairs. If you consider only bond pairs, then only the structure, that is only shape. If you consider only bond pairs, then only the structure will be. If you consider lone pairs and bond pairs all are present, then that is called alignment. Okay, what is the alignment of this sp3 hybridization? Alignment of this sp3 hybridization is tetrahedral. In that, AB4 model tetrahedral, AB3E trigonal pyramidal, because we are considering only bond pairs, na? Okay, AB2E2 inverted V shape or bend shape. Next, sp2 hybridization alignment trigonal planar. sp2 hybridization alignment trigonal planar. Okay, in that AB3 trigonal planar, AB2E, that is inverted or V shape, inverted V shape or bend shape. We did not consider in the shape, only one conclusion. In the shape, we will not consider lone pairs. We will join only bond pairs. In the alignment, all the hybrid orbitals will be considered. That is only the difference. So, along with hybridization, I will write alignment also. Do one thing. In sp hybridization, alignment linear. Only one model is there. Shape also linear. Okay. In sp2 hybridization, alignment is trigonal planar. In sp2 hybridization, alignment is trigonal planar. That is about this one. Okay. Now, shall I go to next hybridization, man? Let us see. Fourth one. Fourth one, sp3d hybridization. Total 5 orbitals. Model AB5. AB5 means 5 bond pairs, 0 lone pairs. Shape trigonal bipyramidal. Bond angles 120, 90, 180. Example PCl5. What is the hybridization, ma? sp3d. First model AB5. 0 lone pairs, 5 bond pairs. Shape trigonal bipyramidal. Bond angles 120 degrees, ma. 120, 90, 180. Example PCl5. Next, AB4 E1. 1 lone pair, 4 bond pairs. What is that? 1 lone pair, 4 bond pairs. Okay, next, AB4 E1. Under AB4 E1 model, lone pairs 1, bond pairs 4. Bond pairs 4, lone pairs 1. shape of this molecule name is, before that, here I have to draw trigonal bipyramidal shape. This is central atom. These three are in plane. One will be above the plane and another one will be below the plane. Okay, bond angle 120 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees. This is the shape. Example PCl5. Okay. Now coming under next model under sp3d, that is AB4E1. Bond lone pairs 1, bond pairs 4. Shape is seesaw. Okay. Bond angle is less than 120 degrees, less than 90 degrees, less than 180 degrees, and the shape of the molecule is one lone pair is like this. Example SF4 molecule. Now I will show with the help of ball and stick model. Let us see, all of you. Observe this molecule. This is the AB5 model. Those three balls I am rotating, those three are in plane. One will be above the plane and another one will be below the plane. If all are bond pairs, that is the structure it will get, that is PCl5. This is PCl5. Okay, now imagine AB4E1 model in which one must be lone pair, 4 are bond pairs. Remove this one. Here we have lone pair. Here we have lone pair. Only lone pair is there. See. Let us think that this is lone pair. Just imagine. See. These two are in plane like this. This one will be above the plane, this one will be below the plane. As this is lone pair, it will push the bond pair of electrons nearby closer like this. Like this, slowly it will be, lightly it will be bent, and even these molecules also lightly they will be bent. Okay, finally this is the structure it will get. Now if you observe like this, it is like small children, they will play by sitting on two opposite ends. One will be getting down, another one will be getting up. Is it correct or not? On a horizontal platform, one slide will be there. On the two children, they will play like this. It will be appeared. This is normally horizontal frame. Two children like this, they are sitting like that. They will play like that. It will be appeared, not fully. Okay. So it is looking like that frame. That's why it is called seesaw. That name is seesaw. I hope you understood this structure. Those two balls, while I am rotating that one, those two are in plane. That lone pair is also in plane. One will be above and another one will be below the plane. Okay, that is the structure called seesaw. Now, this is sulfur. This is lone pair. These two are fluorines. This is also fluorine and this is also fluorine. But what is the alignment? If I am able to remove this lone pair, okay, we are getting seesaw like this. But when this lone pair is also included, alignment will be trigonal, bipyramidal. So when the H value is 5, if it is AB5 model or sp3 dehybridization, trigonal bipyramidal is the alignment. When lone pairs are increased, structures will be changed. If all are bond pairs, like this it will be. It is trigonal bipyramidal only, na? Now, second model, instead of one bond pair, I am going to keep it lone pair. This lone pair is occupying more position, so it will bend. That's why everywhere I am writing less than 120, less than 90, less than 180. Is it okay? In this condition only, these are occurred with less repulsions. That's why automatically this one will be coming into this position. Okay, we have to keep it in a mind. These hybrid orbitals will be aligned with less repulsions. In that way, we are getting the structure perfectly. Okay, shall we go to next model, all of you? That is AB3E2. AB3E2, lone pairs 2, bond pairs 3. Lone pairs 2, bond pairs 3. Just 1 minute, man. Okay. Now we will get T shape. T shape also how it will be. Like this. Angle less than 90 degrees, less than 180 degrees. Okay, example CLF3. Example CLF3. Now let us see with the help of this one. Even another one is also removed now. And I am going to keep lone pair here. See, we got the T shape, but these things I have drawn little bit bent. Why? These are lone pairs, na? These lone pairs will apply more repulsions. Because of that, they will come closer little bit, but not exactly. But it will be looking like T shape only. Two lone pairs and one bond pair will be in plane. One will be above the plane, another one will be below the plane. This is a structure of CLF3. This is chlorine, 3 fluorine atoms. Okay, this is plane, this is axial bond, this is also axial bond. These two are lone pairs. Alignment is same, trigonal bipyramidal only, but the shape it is T shape. This is the shape. Is it okay, ma? Next, AB to E3. AB to E3 means lone pairs 3, bond pairs 2. Shape name is linear. Shape name is linear. 3 lone pairs will be in plane. One will be above the plane, another one will be below the plane. These two only we are going to join. It will be getting linear. Angle 180 degrees. Example XCF2. xenon is inert gas, ma. You can ask me a doubt, sir, how it will form the compound. Keep it in mind, later I will discuss with you. Xenon is inert gas only, definitely. How it is able to form the bond, you can ask me the doubt. XeF2 is its compound. Okay, how it is able to form, you can ask me a doubt. Definitely, I will explain after completion of all these models. Okay, keep it in mind, don't forget. So, XeF2. I will show with the help of that ball and stick model also. Now, I am going to first separate these models. Means in this sp3d only. These are. Now let us see. This is the thing we got previously. Now even this one is also removed, and we kept one more lone pair. See what is the structure we got? Linear. So linear structures are possible with two hybridations, sp and sp3d. But the difference is in sp hybridation lone pairs are not there. Here three lone pairs will be there. That's why it got the structure linear. See, this is the linear. But alignment trigonal bipyramidal only. Three lone pairs are present in plane. One with a bond pair above the plane and another plane. See, equatorial positions are occupied by lone pairs. Axial positions are occupied by bond pairs. This is linear. Okay. So the things whatever I have drawn in the plane, those are lone pairs. Above the plane and another one below the plane. Okay, those two are fluorines. That violet color ball, xenon. Those three are lone pairs. Linear structure only, no? So it got the bond angle 180 degrees. I hope you understood this model also. Everyone, what is the alignment here? I am going to write now. Alignment. Alignment trigonal bipyramidal only. This is about sp3d hybridization. Okay, now once finally I will show all of you. Observe. If all are bond pairs, this is a structure. If one lone pair is present, seesaw, this is a structure. If one more lone pair is present, T shape, this is the structure. Remaining two are lone pairs. Okay. Even another one is also removed, you will get linear. This is the structure. These are about, but the alignment every time it will be trigonal bipyramidal only. Alignment every time it will be trigonal bipyramidal only. Structures are only getting different because we should not consider lone pairs while we are explaining the structures. Is it correct, ma? Okay, now we will go to next hybridization, that is sp3d2 hybridization. sp3d2. These models are also very important. Okay, so wherever we have seen AB4E, immediately seesaw. AB3E2, T shape. AB2E3, linear. If you remember like this, simply if you remember the alignment by removing one equatorial bond, another equatorial bond like that, immediately you will get idea. No need to by heart them also. Even I have shown with the help of that ball and stick models. By imagining them, at least you have to remember. Okay? If you are very much clear, we will go to next one. Don't forget about XeF2. I will explain in later classes. ClF3, SF4. These are all examples for these various models coming under sp3d hybridization. AB5, AB4E1, AB3E2, AB2E3. Anyways, total will be 5 only every time. Okay, structures are getting different. Now let us see what about next model, that is sp3d2. This is coming under 4th serial number. Next one 5. Serial number 5, hybridization sp3d2, model first AB6, 0 lone pairs, bond pairs 6, shape octahedral or square bipyramidal. Square bipyramidal or octahedral. This is central atom 1, 2, 3, 4. One will be above the plane, another one will be below the plane. Example SF6. Okay, this is first model. Now let us see how it will be. Already we have seen what about the octahedral structure. See, this is the octahedral structure. 4 are in equatorial positions and 2 are in axial bonds. These 4 are in equatorial, that means in plane. One will be above the plane, another one will be below the plane. Okay, bond angle 90 degrees, 180 degrees. SF6. This yellow color ball is sulfur, remaining all 6 are fluorines. Okay, next model. Under this one only. AB5E1. AB5E1 means lone pair 1, bond pairs 5. 1 lone pair, 5 bond pairs. Okay, let us see how they are aligned. Now we should not remove equatorial bonds, we have to remove axial bond. Instead of that one, we have lone pair here. Because in this condition only, repulsions will be less. Okay, now the lone pair is this one. Remaining 4 with this one. If you join these, we will get a square pyramid. Here also, if it is there, we have square bipyramidal. But this is removed and lone pair is there. While we are explaining the structure, we should not consider the lone pair. But the alignment is square bipyramidal only. Alignment is square bipyramidal only. But what is the shape here? Square pyramidal. If you join these, we will get pyramid shape with square base. Here lone pair is there. It is not bond pair. Correct? Now I am going to show that one. This is name of this one is square pyramidal. Square pyramidal, and this is central atom. This one will be lone pair like this, and here the bond pair will be below the plane. Like this it will be. This is the lone pair. Bond angle 90 degrees only. Okay, ma'am. Now, example for this one, BrF5. BrF5. Imagine this yellow color ball is Br, remaining 5 are fluorines. This is the lone pair present. Okay. Next, AB4E2. Just 1 minute. AB4E2. Coming under AB4E2, lone pairs 2, bond pairs 4. Now, even this another bond pair which is present in axial position is also removed, and we kept bond pair here. And what is the structure we got? Square planar. Alignment is same only, but shape only. If you join them, we will get all are in plane. This yellow colored ball and all the 4 balls are in plane, square planar. So shape name is square planar. Square planar, and structure is this one. one will be above the plane, another one will be below the plane. Those two are lone pairs, like this. Bond angle 90 degrees only. Example XeF4. These are only models under sp3d2. Further, molecules are not discovered. AB3, E3, like that molecules are not there. So these are only models under sp3d2 hybridization. Note down them carefully, all of you. Okay, and final one, that is also very simple one, only one model is there, that is sp3d3. Okay, let us see that one. Alignment also very important, square bipyramidal. But shapes square bipyramidal, slowly we removed axial bond and it is existed with lone pair, so it is square pyramidal, and one more axial bond is removed, replaced by lone pair, then it will become square planar. Okay, bond angle 90, 180, 90, 90. Because another axial bond is not there, so 180 is not possible here. Even here also, between equatorial bonds, only 90 degrees will be possible. Okay, next, final one, sp3d3, sixth one. Sixth, sp3d3 model AB7, 0 lone pair, 7 bond pairs. Shape distorted octahedral or pentagonal bipyramidal. Bond angle 72 degrees. IF7. Example is IF7 and shape is, this is central atom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all in plane and one will be above the plane, another one will be below the plane. Pentagonal bipyramidal or distorted octahedral. This is the only model we have under AB7. sp3d3, AB7. Over. Correctly, 3 hybridations are little bit high models, okay, sp3, sp3d, sp3d2. Even sp3d2 also 3 only, sp3 also 3 models only, little bit sp3d2 only 4 models we have. Okay, under this one only one model is there. This is the total diagram. By combining both VSEPR theory and hybridization, we got all the models. These many models are only molecules discovered. Further, what about AB6E? All these things, molecules were not formed. If molecules were discovered, they will include here also. No problem. Okay. So by this we completed what are the models under VSEPR theory and hybridization. Next class we will see examples related to these models, and by seeing the examples, by knowing the H value, how we are going to get the model immediately by getting idea. After that, how we are going to draw the structure, I will explain. Okay, by that if you practice every molecular structure, you can write easily, even hybridization molecular structure. So our heading, what is our heading? Chemical bond and its molecular structure. Okay, by using bonds we are going to draw the structures by using theories, VSEPR theory and valence, this hybridization. Okay, I hope you are clear about this one. That XeF4 also I did not forget, no problem, I will take care. I will explain in next class itself while I am explaining how hybridization will be calculated. Okay, that is about today's class. I hope you are clear. If you have any doubts, ask me through WhatsApp, no problem at all. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.